How's it going, everyone? My name is Jacob Rothenberg. I have been doing Kindle publishing for several years now, and I've actually also been a full-time YouTuber for nearly 3 years. So with that, my channel has nearly reached the threshold of 4,000 watched hours to be monetized. I'm like 3,950 hours in. So within a day or two, I should be monetized. And I thought it'd be great if I could just do a Q&A with you all and not only hit the monetized mark for sure, but answer questions and people can have my opinions on certain things about making money online, where the future holds for all that. And yeah, so without putting any filler, let's get right to it with the questions. So, question number one from Chris Miller. What are my thoughts on a good secondary business to build to diversify without it taking years? So there is affiliate marketing, print on demand, Onlyfans, if you're hot as me. Um, for most people, Chris, it's gonna come down to, I think, once people have a stable income on Amazon, people do some soul searching and they're like, okay, this income stream has allowed me to quit my job and I have my freedom as far as time and location. What's next? What's going to fulfill me? Am I going to need more money past the point of what I'm making with Amazon to fulfill my ambitions of being rich or financially comfortable? Or do I want to prioritize just traveling everywhere? Maybe not having not having a ton of money come in, but just enough to have your freedom to be a digital nomad and travel from country to country. And there's the third thing is, I know it sounds a little corny, but it's also, what's your passion? Do you want something that, again, you just do for the money? For a lot of people, publishing is just a means of making money online and with a lack of passion for the business model. Me, I love books. I've written my own, so I do have a certain degree of passion even up until now for publishing. But for a lot of people, it's like, okay, I'm doing this publishing grind, but it doesn't fulfill me. So do I want to move on to something else that's more fulfilling? I think the answer to everyone's concerns is you're going to have to want to build. I know this sounds cliche, but just listen to me. Yeah, you do want to build your own brand, but I think what people are missing out on is that the strongest brand you can build, starting out especially, is your personal brand. So if you can think, okay, now you have these transferable skills from Amazon, you just want to be able to use them for something that is either going to make you more money or something that's more personally fulfilling to you. What's something that you enjoy? What's something that is tied to your level of expertise and maybe your past vocation that you can tie to your personal brand and you can monetize? Now, of course, not every passion is going to be very financially lucrative. If you're into underwater basket weaving, that's not something that you want to get into to monetize. But because you now have internet marketing skills, you know at this point what could potentially be profitable. What's something that you either know really well that you could monetize, or what's something that you at least enjoy building content on that could be profitable at least one day, and something that you would consistently enjoy putting out content for. So if your passion is video games and if you're a gamer, I'm not saying you should just go on Twitch and spend your whole life every 8 hours a day playing League of Legends, but consider, okay, maybe if I can see myself being a gamer for the next 20 years and I really, really love it, maybe I could build out a Twitch stream and then monetize the YouTube, which is actually really easy to do with popular games. You could do that. I know people harp on coaching courses because everyone's a coach now. But if you have something that could be like maybe a deliverable, like selling if not ebooks, instructional lessons on like programming, whatever the case may be. Find your way in. And hey, if that means starting an OnlyFans and putting up pictures of your butt, and people are into that, so be it. But what's something that you can see yourself consistently doing without burning out, meaning you're willing to put up the content every day for 2 or 3 years and not burn out and actually enjoy it? Consider that route and go for it. So yeah. Philip Stone, if you wanted to get approved in affiliate network such as ClickBank, Commission Junction, CJ, and others, how would you go about doing it without a website? So I do have knowledge in this, although my knowledge does span a 15-year range. When I was 18 years old, 15 year, wait, I'm doing the math here. Well, anyway, I'm 32 now. Back when I was 18, 14 years ago, I would go on Commission Junction and pretty much just Commission Junction and some other sites like Tribal Fusion. Anyway, I would provide a link to a website that I owned, and I did own it, but what I noticed is that the customer representative, the sales rep, never actually checked to see if I owned the website. So it might be different now, and I've noticed this for some other networks, that some places require you to inject a little piece of HTML or JavaScript code or CSS code into your website to prove that you own it. But if you can start like even a Wix site, a WordPress site, if you can start up a YouTube channel and just say that this is how you're gonna bring in traffic, usually all these affiliate networks are just making sure you're not some kid from Bangladesh that's running fake traffic and bringing in black hat sales. All they want to do is make sure is that your traffic is legitimate and that whatever means you have of bringing in impressions, clicks, and conversions is legitimate. So it's usually for security purposes. Same thing with Gumroad. I guess you could consider, if Gumroad is not an affiliate network, it's definitely an affiliate platform. I'm still undergoing the approval process for Gumroad, and it's solely for the purpose of security purposes. So have it with that. Next, we have what is required for your YouTube channel to be monetized? A certain sub count or hours watched? So it's both, Chris. What you need to do is reach two thresholds. Number one is 1,000 subscribers, which is pretty easy. You can do that if you have something really popular. You can do that in a few months, or it took me about a year because Kindle Publishing is not super sexy to talk about, but whatever. But the hard part in grinding out being monetized is the 4,000 watched hours. So it took me 3 damn years to hopefully get monetized, crossing my fingers. What helps you with getting monetized with the hours watched is to put out longer pieces of content. So don't do 2-3 minute clips if you want to be monetized, unless you're doing like a comedy channel that has hundreds of thousands of views. You want to put out at least 10-minute clips of something informational, and maybe even reach the 30 or even the 60-minute mark, and just kind of game the system that way, ethically. So put out longer pieces of content that people will enjoy watching. That's not trademarked, so don't put up your EDM playlist for 8 hours long. But if you are a composer, you could put out maybe a 1-hour playlist of you DJing, and so long as you don't violate any trademarks, you can get away with that. But yeah, be popular, do clickbait stuff, and put out longer pieces of content. You should be able to get monetized that way. Alex, what's the most difficult part of making money online, in my opinion? I think it's the consistency and the mundane day-to-day grind without seeing initial results that puts people off from making money online or even really starting a new business in general. Case in point, with regards to Kindle Publishing, how many months did it take you to make your first $100 online? I was lucky. I made that first $100 within a few weeks, but I certainly have ventures that I've made zero from that took a few months to see my first dollar. Real estate is one of them. Gumroad. Hey, someone could say, hey, Jacob, you're 3 weeks in. You've only made 200 something bucks from Gumroad. Uh, that's what it takes. You have to be able to consistently work every day for at least a couple hours doing something that will not bring results for at least a few weeks, if not even a few months. Sometimes you might be investing into a business that takes several months, maybe even a year or two before you reach the break-even point. And that's stressful, but that's the reality of making money online. And that's why most people fail. And by virtue of people failing, that means quitting before a success can break through. So what's required is having some grit, some willpower, and some freaking patience. All right, you guys, you can't make money online unless you're doing something where you can make money fast, like selling Coke, doing Onlyfans, whatever. If you want to build a sustainable business, it takes time and patience, and it's really boring, actually. It's not as exciting as what other channels make it out to be with entrepreneurship, but if you can grind it out, you have a chance for success there. Where do people get stuck? Yeah, we already answered that. Hierarchy of the best online businesses. Outlook. Okay, so what are the best potential make money online businesses you can do? Well, let's just not even say make money online. Let's just say online businesses. I'd say number one is building a brand around yourself, because you are the strongest brand you can sell. All right, so you should be able to sell yourself. I'm not saying pimp yourself out, but if you can be like Alex, the Python programming guru, that's going to hold a while. If you have years of experience in that field, you have a career and expertise that you can monetize for the rest of your life. If you're Charlotte, the the perfume Harris, and you have a brand of perfumes that you can recommend to all your lady friends and to people on YouTube, and you really know perfume, you've been working at Macy's for so many years, and you might even have your line one day, your perfume, that's something you can consider as well as being very strong. Now, for a slightly less cliche answer, starting your own agency with your expertise, meaning you have people that pay you a monthly retainer in exchange for your services, whether it's SEO, search engine optimization for people's websites, if it's maybe running the operations of publishing companies, if it's going to be, what else could you do that for? Agency work really for like graphic design, video editing, whatever the case may be. If you want to make $10,000 a month fast, start an agency and just be really aggressive with solicitations and getting people's business. It could be something like being paid $500 a month to do people's thumbnails on YouTube, okay? It doesn't have to be super sophisticated. But if you can find 10 clients that pay you $1,000 a month, boom, you made $10,000 a month. And yeah, you do have to retain clients and be able to bring in new ones to replace those who you are not able to retain. But if you want to make a full-time income fast with making money online, doing an online agency model is the best way to do so. All right, and let's see. General outlook of the future for the years to come. My outlook with making money online is that it's getting way more saturated in 2020, thanks in part due to COVID, because people are realizing you don't need to be tied down to a desk in an office to make money online. You don't need to be in the office to talk to people. We have Zoom now. Video streaming has caught up. Girls are realizing they can put up pictures of their butt and monetize that. And people are getting, as such, with that, people are getting more savvy with internet marketing and utilizing social media to promote, sell, and grow an audience. So It's just going to get more competitive. And that's why you have to stay on top of things with learning how to grow an audience, with how to use social media. You got to stay ahead of the game because everyone's learning how to use a freaking phone now for recording. If my phone can record in 4K if it wanted to. So I could do videos just as well as someone maybe 10 years ago that was a professional videographer. I have now the same tech to pull it off. So you got to stay ahead of the game because everyone else is starting to realize starting online business is really easy. So Vince asks, what's the top 5 ways of making money online? I kind of already answered that, but you did have a list here. Let's go through your list real quick if it can load on time. Oh, this has 99 side hustle ideas. Okay, so I'll take some of this. Because some of this stuff I've done before, and it's a pretty interesting list. So if you want to be able to just quit your job, and maybe you aren't making money online yet, but doing food or grocery delivery service through DoorDash, through Uber Eats, Postmates, I think that's actually a really solid idea because I've done for a very brief stint, I did DoorDash. I didn't even make I did it for 2 months just to get myself out of a rut real quick. But if you wanted to make $100 a day gross with DoorDash, you can definitely do it. Now you have to factor in your gas, where you live might suck for DoorDash. You might have a flat tire here and there. But overall, if you want to make $100 a day easy without having a boss, DoorDash is pretty cool. Amazon Flex pays better. You can make as much as $150 a day, maybe even $300 if you were crazy with Amazon Flex, but it's hard work. But yeah, if you want to just quit your job or if you're in a real tight spot financially and you have the time to grind in, DoorDash, Uber Eats, not so much Uber, but deliver some groceries and some food, guys. It's a good way to start out. Virtual assistant service, VA work. It really depends on how you define what a VA is. Believe it or not, I actually help run the operations and I facilitate the operations and marketing for other people, for their businesses. Now, does that make me a VA? Technically, kind of, but I don't see it as being a virtual assistant. You can see yourself maybe as being an online business manager, an online operations manager, what have you. If you can facilitate either the operations, the marketing, or the advertising, the paid advertising of a company, of a publisher, there's potential there to make money online. Online surveys. I did that when I was 17 years old. Those don't pay shit. Notary public service. That's a cool job. But you do have to be physically available. But being a notary public's cool hustle. Selling on Amazon. Yeah, people know about that. Blogging. Yeah, antiquated. Losing weight. Yeah, skip that. Renting out your car on Turo. Maybe. If your car's pretty dope, I guess you could get away with it. The big city. Podcasting is not that lucrative. Trust me. Dog walking. Yeah, you could do that as a hustle. DJing. Everyone's a fucking DJ now. All right. I think we've covered the questions. But yeah. There's a lot of ideas and side hustles you can do, but I'd say DoorDash is pretty solid if you want to start making money today or next week rather, and you don't want a boss anymore. Easy money. What are some good avenues of expanding and diversifying your income after? Okay, so I guess I'll just answer this. Find something that you're, number one, passionate in, and number two, that's potentially lucrative and profitable. So again, if you're going to do something about sucking toes, you're not going to monetize that. That's fucking weird. But if you're going to do something that's related to if you have a personal training certificate, hey, you're now going to be Vince, CSCS, personal trainer. Or if you, I did the gaming example already. I'm just going to look around and see. If you are someone who owns a lot of sneakers and you want to start a channel on different Jordans, different Kobe's, whatever, you could start a YouTube channel, and before you know it, once you're covering a lot of Air Jordans, I think that's a really cool topic. You can have a YouTube channel of 100,000 subscribers within a couple of years, and not only have people send you in Jordans to review and get maybe Nike or Adidas, Reebok to send you sponsored shoe videos, but you'll be making at least a couple thousand a month, every month, profit consistently from your channel. All right. How did I structure my days to go from 9 to 5 to an entrepreneur? Great question, Vince. Great question. So, what I would do, because I think I was the epitome of someone with a packed schedule, starting out with making money online, because I was a white collar salesperson for an international sales company, and I also was a competitive powerlifter at the same time, and my commute was 90 minutes one way, going home and going to work. So what I would do, I would wake up 4:30, sometimes 5. I'd check emails real quick. I'd check Facebook for 15 minutes, shower, protein shake, get to work. And from there, I never, ever worked on my online business during my employer's work hours. Never. Instead, I would use up my lunch hour to check on VAs, check on the production of my books, check on Fiverr for the status of things, and with that 1 hour, start working on my business. And then from there, I would drive from work to the gym, finish my stuff at the gym, go home, and if I had 2 or 3 hours left in the night, I would not mess around, I would not fuck around with video games. I would spend those 2 or 3 additional hours working on my online business. And when you're starting out, 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day is all you need to get started with something. I don't care who you watch, if it's Gary, well, I think even Gary Vee will tell you this, or Valuetainment, whatever. All you need is 3 or 4 hours to get started with starting a business. You don't need to quit your fucking job to start a business, okay? Because all you're looking to do is make your first dollar, then your first $100, then your first $1,000. From there, you come up with a strategy on how to scale up. And once you have traction, once you have momentum, you're able to, from there, to quit your job so you have more time freed up and make more money, or just blow the time on sleeping in, playing video games, and while running a part-time business like most publishers. But yeah, just be efficient with your time. If you're working a day job, use your 1 hour lunch hour effectively and just grind it out. That's what it really takes. It took me a year and a half from the day I started Kindle publishing, a year and a half working every day hard before I was able to quit my job. And I was one of the lucky ones that got traction. So if it takes you 2 years, so be it. Quitting your day job is a huge achievement. It's something that I'm still proud of to this day. I can't believe I'm living this life. And something you're going to have to deal with, just dealing with the mundane every day. How did I budget my night? Okay, so this was I had an unfair advantage. But I had a high-paying job. But what I would do with my publishing earnings, I would never spend my profits on stupid shit. Everything I made from publishing the first year and a half, every single dollar got reinvested into the business. I never used my online income to mess around with stupid purchases. So, and I guess I'll talk about budgeting when I was in debt too. So I think the biggest thing killing people right now with their budget are monthly subscriptions, because I think it's fair to say we all have so many monthly subscriptions, whether it's not just your phone bill, because you need that, maybe your insurance, because you need that, but you've got your Netflix bill, you've got your YouTube Red, you've got your Amazon Prime, you've got your Onlyfans subscriptions, you've got so many different subs going on. At some point, it's going to eat up your money, and you're just drowning in subscriptions to services you probably don't even use. I'm trying to get my Dropbox subscription refunded because it auto-renewed, and I don't use Dropbox anymore. I use Google Drive. But yeah, so turn off your subscriptions to services as much as you can. Just eat. Why? Don't spend your money on eating out every day. That's retarded. Go to the fucking grocery store. Buy yourself some tuna, some chicken, some rice. Live basic. Don't go out for sushi dinner because you want to on impulse. Be smart. And you're going to have to make more than you're spending. Even if you have to live humbly. Guys, look where I am right now in the background. Am I showing off some Vegas pool high rise? Am I showing off some penthouse? No. Because I like being where I am right now. As of today, where I am right now. Using it. It lets me focus. Just get shit done without blowing a lot of money. Although I do have access to Veer, and I still live there. I like being here right now. So, my biggest inspiration. What was my biggest inspiration to become an entrepreneur? Quitting my day job. Who's my biggest inspiration in the KDP make money online space? There's so many cool people in the Kindle publishing, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So I'm gonna say everyone who has been really cool to network with and talk to, anyone that's helped me out with Kindle publishing, and anyone that's just trying to do the right thing by teaching people how to make a legitimate business through ethical means, without black hat tactics, without, starting out some business where you make money fast for the first 3 months, and then after your promo codes, you're like, oh, mama, papa, I have to go back to Italy. I can't make it. Thank you. Thank you. Who did I surround myself? I surrounded myself with people who were trying to quit their jobs or trying to scale up to a full-time income with making money online. And what I will say is that the people you start with in business are not the people you end with. Trust me on that. You're going to change directions, see different things, get attracted to different opportunities, and you will inevitably drift away from your initial people that you work with. But such is life. Just find people that you can mastermind with, that you can work with weekly, and share knowledge, share tips, and grow from there. If I had to do it all over again, I would network with some other people that are trying to quit, that are very motivated, like legitimately motivated, and work towards making $3,000 a month revenue until I was able to quit my job. What would I recommend to strengthen your mindset and becoming successful? Books, videos, courses. No, fuck that. Living life. Living a fucking life is how you get mentally tough, whether it's through death, breakups, adversity, obstacles, being broke, being heartbroken, being in a sport that makes you nearly break yourself. If you want to be tough and, really strengthen your mindset, okay, I know everyone's into books and all that shit, but look, I know so many people that say, oh, I'm some new age guru because I've read books and I have this mindset. But when you put them through some fucking stress, they crumble. So what I will say, we didn't have these self-development books when we were fighting wars and shit, all right? So if you want to, get tough with your mindset, go through some tough shit. Don't kill yourself. And instead, endure it, reflect on it, and learn to just, and people who have been really heartbroken know this. If you go through the worst heartbreak of your life, if you go through a fucking divorce and you survive it, from that point on that it's going to be very hard to phase you because you've already been through so much trauma. You've been through so much bullshit that you can't be shaken up because Jordan Fwong or whoever calls you a retard on social media. Like that shit is frivolous compared to actual hardship in life. So, Vince, I think you're a young guy. Just keep living your life, man. Don't be afraid to take risks, and you will be put through the test at some point in your life with something. And as long as you can survive it and go through it, you will get tougher. Ooh, that was kind of deep, right? That was kind of rough. How do I create a life? Sounds damn. How do you create a life where you're monetizing everything or almost everything you're doing? You just gotta. Am I doing that? I guess I am, kind of. No, I'm not. I'm not, because I don't monetize video games yet. I would just say, you just gotta kind of immerse yourself in the lifestyle where, yeah, everything you're doing is somehow tied to making money online. I mean, it sounds kind of cheesy, right? But if that's what you're into, by all means, just fucking do it. Who cares what Timmy thinks, right? If you enjoy every minute of your life making money through online means, do it. Have fun with it. How do you create that life? Just stop wasting time on things that don't make you money. Stop watching Nancy Pelosi's crazy rants on YouTube. It's not going to make you money unless you start a political channel. If you're playing video games relentlessly, if you're playing a lot of Call of Duty, you're wasting your time. Unless you're going to be the next Dr. Disrespect and you're streaming it, find something else to do. And we're all guilty of this. I waste time too, but you could be marketing your Fiverr business. You could be marketing your books. You could be doing something else other than wasting time. A lot of questions here. How would I approach being successful in self-publishing public domain books? I don't touch public domain books, and I will admit I have zero expertise with public domain books. How do you cut out noise and distractions? You got to be motivated. So if you're being, not this happened to me, I'll use a real example. If you run $30,000 into debt because of a failed cryptocurrency investment, you're going to be pretty motivated to cut out your distractions and work. So you need to be leveraged in some kind of way to cut out the BS and just work. So if you're disciplined, that's going to be easy to do. If you're not disciplined, you're going to have to find a fucking reason to get disciplined, because I think by nature a lot of us are lazy. So whatever it takes to cut noise. I'm not some guy that uses a calendar and uses a schedule. That's not me. If you're motivated enough, you'll find a way to get it done. So that's my opinion on that. How did I build my network in the KDP making money online? Easy. If you want to network with people in the make money online KDP space, you can join groups. You can post in groups, send friend requests, not just to the hot girls who are mostly VAs that are guys, but make friends with the people in the community. In the make money online space, just participate. What I will say, because I've done this, pay for a high ticket program, high ticket course. That's legit. And just network with people there. That's what I've done. The highest program I've paid for, other than Tony Robbins, is $8,000 for an online program. And that got me networked with some higher up people. And not just the course creator, but some of the other students who are doing well overall with life. Helped me get ahead by some means with making money online. What would I suggest if someone had a low budget to create income online? Instead of leveraging money, leverage your time. So if you have writing skills, don't leverage your money, leverage your writing skills and your hours. Start a Fiverr business that way. Don't spend money, leverage your effort and time. What would you suggest someone if they have a high budget to create income online? Okay, the reverse. Leverage your leverage your money, don't leverage your time. So that means running ads for leads. If you have a high budget. But what I would say is start out slow if you have a high budget, because that's what I'm facing in real estate. I have a high budget to start out, but I don't want to blow all my money too fast. So start out small with like an advertising campaign or for the production of your books. And then once you see some traction, once you get your first 100 sales, once you get your first real estate sale going, then you can scale up from there. But you should still be willing to leverage some of your time. What's my opinion on FBA oversaturated. Product arbitrage, oversaturated. Opinion on merch by Amazon, oversaturated. Sounds cool though if you have time for that. How would you suggest someone getting a mentor for self-publishing or making money online? I will answer this seriously. Either talk to me directly, and if I don't think I'm a good fit for you for whatever reason, I will recommend someone else who I can vouch for on your behalf to work with you. Because believe it or not, I don't accept everyone who wants to work with me, because either there's a time difference that I can't work with. I don't, at this point, want to stay up at 3 or 4 a.m. to work with someone in Europe or Asia. And especially if someone wants to do something like let's say nonfiction with like traditional means of doing Python programming and all that stuff. It's not my jam anymore. But I will work with you on fiction, and with low content, we have courses. Talk to me and I'll see what's the best fit for you with either mentorship, courses, or free YouTube resources, because there's so many resources on YouTube now. How do you maintain your income and prevent anyone coming into your territory online? There's not much you can really do honestly, there's not much you can really do with preventing someone from making money online, because the barrier to entry is so low that even in real estate, right, where you still need to get licensed, I'll be honest, you just gotta, and I had to learn this too, you have to stop worrying about what other people are doing and just focus on growing your own business. Because honestly, yeah, some people might be doing some shitty things and might be running down your territory with doing stupid stuff, but you, other than like maybe sending them to court, all you can really do is grow your own business, grow your subscriber base, and keep making money online that way. Because if you can't kill your competitors, literally, if you can't kill them off, what other options do you have? Yeah, you gotta just grow your own business. So you guys can find me a good hitman. That's what I'm gonna do for now. How do you create a system in place for making money online? Okay, so the system you have in place for any online business is you have yourself, your service, yourself, then you have the marketplace, and then you have your ways of advertising to the marketplace. And then from there, once you bring in leads, you got to convert them and do whatever service you have to perform. That sounded a little bit perverted. And then you make your sale. So I know that's very simple, but that's also a very vague question, Vince. So if you have any other questions about that, let me know. And with that, we've reached the almost 40-minute mark. And yeah, if any of you are still watching at this point, that's going to be it for the Q&A, guys. It's lunchtime for me. So if you guys do have any other questions, let me know and we can do another Q&A. And until then, guys, keep working hard, stay off League of Legends, and I will see you later. Take care.